Hello everybody, welcome back to another episode of ReFantazio, episode 55. Last time we finished up the Virga Islands, otherwise known as, what is it, Etria now? Because they named it? Yep. And now we're on our way to Altabury, the nation of religious people. So I'm sure this will not go bad at all. Also, we have to kill Louis here. With this, not this fake lance, but the real Dracodeus, because it can nullify the king's magic. But before we go there, we have a few more days to chillax and do whatever we wish. I would like to get my tolerance up, but I don't know an effective way to do that, unfortunately. Let's imagine it. I don't need courage, like Stroll's gonna give me. So I believe the best thing to do here. Well, actually, I'm gonna check. If we're above water, we are not. I was gonna say if we're above water, we could try and fish, but we are not above water. So I'm just gonna hang out with Yufa, increase my imagination. Probably the best thing I can do here.
Actually,
Try. Would you join me for a bit of meditation? If I face myself through meditation and broaden my view of the world, my imagination may improve. Yeah, let's pass some time with Yufa. Wonderful! Then let us sit before the altar and bid our spirits calm. I haven't been able to completely focus, but at least I've lifted my spirits.
what do you think?
How's your first meditation session? I'm seeing a whole new world. It's like I'm seeing a whole new world, almost. A world you may even live in someday if you master seeing it. She's trying to convert me over here? I too have visions whenever I manage to calm my mind through this practice. Such as one time when I saw my ideal self in the future. However, I also know that the country has dark times ahead. Even if we do manage to defeat Luis and bring peace,
I too will.
I am not so naive to think everyone in the land will suddenly come together as one. You seem calm about that. You're pretty calm and rational about it. True. Serenity will win the day. I aspire to be someone who can be counted on and help resolve disputes when they arise. I aspire to practice kindness, one who counsels those on the wrong path, or those who have strayed altogether.
I realize.
I believe that since I too once lost my way, I'll know how to help others in the same circumstance. I believe in you. I'll have your back.
I see.
It's a great goal to have, and I'll be behind you the whole way.
I won't stop.
I don't know precisely what I'll do for them, but I hope to create an opportunity for them, if only a small one. I'm sorry, we're supposed to be meditating, and yet I haven't done nothing but talk. Being with you makes me want to contemplate so many things. But I feel like things have become a little clearer for me now. That we are surely such a lively and animated group is, I'm sure, thanks to you. They always were. You're part of that now, too. I think you're just as much to thank for that, Yufa.
I'm very happy.
Thank you for saying so, but I think everyone with you at the... But I think that with you at the center, it has been so much easier for everyone to bond in such a wonderful way. Being with you has made my path forward feel a little clearer. I'm so glad we have found the time to talk today.
Reason is,
Since we're here, why not meditate for a few minutes more? I feel like my imagination has increased.
All right.
Oh, you get a lot of imagination with Yufa, don't you? I guess that checks out, huh? I mean, she's literally a priest. They got quite a bit of imagination. Oh, quite a bit of mag, too. I'm gonna need a lot of mag in the future. Oh, you lot aren't gonna believe the view I'm seeing out here. I'm hitting the brakes. That was another
The
little
gauntlet
place.
runner makes a short stop in front of Colorodeo Cliff, a bluff so tremendous it fills one's vision. Its massive fissure is said to be the vestige of a god's wrath, as only a force capable of splitting heaven and earth could cause it. Perfectly balanced by the work of nature, or the wrath of gods extolled in the myths of creation, none can say.
None can say, huh? None can say. Ooh. Calderio Cliff. Or Coloradio Cliff, maybe? Absolutely incredible. I've heard of sheer cliffs before, but I never imagined something like this. Indeed, falling off that precipice would be unfathomably terrifying. And exhilarating, I imagine. Makes me want to jump. I'd like to try jumping off it.
On guard.
Damned boar-faced sanctus scullions! Okay, oi, what's gotten into you? My, that was rather pleasing. It's quite refreshing, you know, to pull a voice from the very bottom of your gut and yell in such a manner.
Speaking of...
I'm reminded of the terrible time you were all yelling at me before. It was rather a terrible experience, I admit, but if I may, I would like to try my hand at this yelling.
Listen!
Never again shall I sleep in a roach-infested inn! I feel you there. I feel you there, my friend. Haha, how amusing. I would also like to try screaming as well. What's the matter? I fully intended to, but the words just won't come out at all. Oh, this girl's just too charming. Never changed, love. Well, does anybody else have something to yell about? I sense that gazing off from the cliff's edge has been filled with an unexplainable urge to scream has somehow broadened my wisdom.
Alright.
I'll take free wisdom. It's just a cliff that looks like it just got holes ripped through it by something. And if we ever have to fight that thing, we're dead. We are donezo. Oh, then I suppose it's old Nurse's turn. I've prepared a list of complaints that I would wish to recite to you all on a daily basis, and... rather chilly out here, isn't it? We should head back before we all catch a cold, huh? Yes, we shouldn't allow ourselves to spend too much time on the distractions. Oh, Nurse, I'm so sorry. But I must scream! As always, I've drawn this place. Here. Calderio, yeah, it's Calero. It's Calero Dio cliff drawing. I'll keep Nurse's picture as a souvenir of our journey.
The gauntlet runner stops amidst rocky terrain as twilight envelops the wilderness in darkness. The twinkling lights are not all stars. Some are the eyes of monsters peering through the dark.
That's not scary at all.
The dawn
Lovely.
in comfort and peace is a privilege only the gauntlet runner can provide.
That's not absolutely horrifying. Stony Camp, huh? Sure, I've been in town by this time tomorrow. We've only got a limited amount of time left before we enjoy these quiet moments. Once we get to Altabury, well, you know what's gonna happen. That I do. Oh, look at all these imagination. What's up with you? The night chills are creeping in. Suppose that means we're closing on Altabury. And once the lance is in Lord Louise's hands, I'll be out of your hair, eh? The days really flew by. At this pace, we'll reach Altabury sometime tomorrow. You got the lance in the end, so I'll not deny you've got the skills for this, but I'll still be watching you until it's in Count Luis's hands. Alright, how do I go about this? It's all imagination. It's all and I don't mind that, honestly. I could bathe if I wanted to, but I might do imagination because I'm getting really close to imagination level 4.
Oh my.
I'll do it, Juno. Why not? Oh, if it isn't try. I'm so bored and I'm not in the mood to sing. I'm sure it sure would be nice to have someone to talk to. Yeah, sure, we can talk with Juno. I can hardly believe we got a hold of the Divine Lance. I knew teaming up with you was the wise move. Your strengths and competencies were impeccable, naturally. But the most of all, I appreciate the rapport I've enjoyed with all of you. So you like pretty energetic rapport? Or, rapport, I believe is how you say it? Seems you fit right in. Well, it seems like you fit right in then. Yes, I've always been adept at blending into my current milieu. Or Milo. But I'm actually not doing much of that with you all, I'm just being myself. For so many other people, I gave them what they desired. I performed the role of the sweet, virtuous Juno the Songstress. But you don't treat me that way. Ha! I was a little miffed and even disappointed because of it, to be honest. But I'm sure you'll be a shining star one day. Actually, I'm absolutely positive about it. And this has come from me, so you better believe in yourself. Aww.
Now then.
Thanks, Juno. See, look at all that. Yeah, level 4 imagination. You get a lot of imagination talking to people, don't you?
Imagination.
Which is one of the virtues a ruler must possess. If true sovereignty is thy aspiration, furnish thyself with the creativity to bring the ideal world of thy thoughts to fruition.
Aye, that's
A conqueror needs that precious kindling with which a follower's passions may be inflamed. Nice. Is it that time already? I do feel a mite drowsy, but we can talk just a bit more before we have a kip, can't we? Nice. Jin and I talked for a while. Even get 600
Time
mag
marches
for
on,
that.
and the age of a new
I'll
king
take that
draws
one,
nearer.
baby. I'll take that. That's free real estate right there. Alright, let's see what this whole Altabury is about.
It's nearly time.
Tis only a ways further until we reach Altabury. The city is likely abuzz with activity related to Saint's Day. I wonder if Luis is already there. Sooner or later we'll have to hand Dracadius over to him. One must wonder what the brothers will tell him of our time on the island. I hope they leave out any unnecessary details.
Got it?
We just have to stand tall and be confident. If you have to sell a lie, look them straight in the eye and say every word like you truly believe it. I can get behind that, you know? I can get behind that.
All right then.
Tonight we'll deliver the lands to Luis. This will be the last time we'll be able to relax for a while. Once this arrives, we'll be jumping right into it. I can't believe we feel nervous. After all, we know it's coming. The Divine Lance. They call it reclamation, but those Sanctus are pillaging the pagans' treasure, plain and simple. Sanctism's got nothing for us. We got no faith in their god or their Sanctus. That's why we stand with Count Luis. Where's Basila? I want to talk to Basila. Oh, you do wisdom. You do... Wisdom might not be... actually I don't really want wisdom. Yeah, I don't really want wisdom. Basila up here? Basila I'd like to talk to, because I don't think I'll get another chance. Are you not here, Basila?
All right
Oh,
then.
I guess he's not here then, huh? It's raining, so I guess that makes sense. Imagination, courage. Oh, Yufa added something to the collection. How to walk outside the island? What is this? It appears to be a Mustari authored travelogue and guide to lands outside the island. It's been thoroughly annotated by Yufa. I have yet to start reading it. Mustari's guide to life outside the island. It must be tough for them. Oh, tolerance. Yes, W. That's exactly what I need, actually. That is massive W. This travelogue offers an introduction to cultures and customs outside Berg Islands, told through the Mustari's author first-hand experience. It contains practical guides for things like creating an altar while traveling or making eye contact with unmasked people. These encapsulate some of the difficulties Mustari people face living outside the island. Yufa must have read and reread this thoroughly. The book is nearly in tatters. Living is totally a foreign culture, it sounds so difficult, and yet this author and Yufa are jumping right into it. Seeing their willingness to embrace their cultures and values, or other cultures and values, increases my tolerance.
Right.
That is quite a bit of tolerance. Thank you. That is a W.
Speaking?
We got something on the old girl's radar, so I'll be taking a short stop.
Before Altabury's mountains,
What is this?
the Gauntlet Runner sets upon
What
the
is this,
murky
man?
graveyard. The colossal bridges overhead are an impressive sight. During the Annex War, this land was a fierce battleground. Many soldiers, unable to return to their loved ones, found their final rest here. But few honor the dead. Their spirits take no solace. Their tragic remains are desecrated by wild dogs, leaving their bones exposed to the elements.
Tragic, man. Oh, this is... Murky Graveyard. This is actually horrifying.
Just look at it.
This is something out of Bloodborne, dude. This is some sort of Bloodborne area right here. Boy, these bridges are huge. It is an area defined by its numerous valleys. The bridges connect and flatlands are and increase the amount of places in which people may live, yeah. Ah, that makes sense. But if these bridges were to fall in battle, those people would end up isolated.
Hey.
Yes, all very fascinating, but have you looked at what's directly in front of you? Those are the bones of people, aren't they? They are the remains of those who fell during the Annex War. This is the site of a fierce battle, and the dead were left to the elements, denied the dignity of a proper burial. This land is tragic. War is tragic, and we shouldn't disrespect the fallen here.
Yeah.
Well, we're currently standing on their bodies, so who knows? If we're, you know, maybe we should skedaddle out of here, you know? Indeed, I can't bear to think of something on the scale happening again. It brings me no pleasure to see it, yet 'tis valuable to experience the cold reality of battle beyond the legends and tales of valor. Carve this memory into your hearts. That is why the magla that drifts about this place carries such an oppressive weight. I can feel the sadness and regret of those whose lives came to an end here. Oh, more wisdom. Considering those who found their eternal rest
All
here.
right.
Wisdom's probably going to be my first 1 to 5. Oh.
Hey,
Something wrong, nurse. Your face has gone blue. There's a shadow behind you. Behind you, nurse. I just saw... Oh, do refrain from doing that again. Things of this manner are not my forte. Why, nurse, I'm surprised you've got any stock in scary stories. You're a more gentle soul than I gave you credit for. Too true, too true. Before all else, I am a delicate flower.
Well then.
Well then, shall we make a quiet departure, so as not to rouse the dead?
That's my fault.
I'm sorry to have made such a fuss. I would like to give those who died a proper send-off, and drew this with that in mind. Murky graveyard drawing. I'll take this with me so I don't forget the people whose lives came to an end here. Dude, giving this to Maria is so
Altabury
brutal.
Heights, capital of the Principality of Montario, the eastmost country annexed into the Kingdom of Ukronia.
Oh yeah, this is
The
where a bunch of
long
people
path
died
leading to the sea
miserably.
begins near the coastline, but few gauntlet runners can contend against its steep slope. Those who complete the arduous climb are rewarded. City lights, dusted with snow, twinkle beautifully in the valley. But what awaits the party there is no reward, but their greatest trial thus far. The hour of reckoning draws near, and they steel themselves anew.
The hour of reckoning, baby. And it's snowy, too. Where's it raining?
the seat of sanctism, Altabury. Truly, I never thought I would see it in person. What is that giant structure?
The monolith. In Sanctus Scripture, they tell of how the stone was shaped by God's own hand.
It's afloat. I'd only heard rumors that it didn't touch the ground, but to see it now.
Are we finally moving again?
Just another trip for our songstress.
We're here at last.
This is the place Louis will die. Or we die. Either or. We decided to present Louis with Dracodius, Lance of the Dragon God, aboard his gauntlet runner, the Cherudius. Let's hope he doesn't find out that Lance is a fake.
Well done. So this is the Lance of Legend, is it?
I am called Euphrasia, priestess of the island. For personal reasons, I have joined them on their journey.
You do not detest me?
I owe my life to them, and I understand they operate under your guidance.
Indeed. I had heard you were able to obtain the lance without incurring the islanders' hatred. Quite a feat, now that I know it to be true. Well done.
Anything for you. Just, let's hope he doesn't figure out it's fake. He shouldn't be able to, hopefully.
At last, it seems that even fate has abandoned Fortin. Thanks to you, I was spared the effort of sifting through ashes to find this. If the islanders could not be persuaded, my next course would have been to raise their village to the ground. The Caradrius' batteries would make that a fairly simple task.
That is a crazy thing to just say, dude. You could have kept that to yourself, my man. Oh, dude, that's an awful thing to say. I mean, you're an awful guy, but that's particularly bad to say in front of a priestess.
What?
Why are you surprised?
Buddy's insane. He's insane.
At times, sacrifice is necessary to save the many. Was that not the exact reasoning by which your countrymen would have seen you die?
You're...
Have the lance brought to my chamber later. Thank you for your hard work in spite of your wound. Take care of yourselves. Now we need only to wait until tomorrow for the Saints' Day Festival.
The whole event will be held over 2 days at the Opera House.
The first day is the eve of the festival, and I'm scheduled to sing. Hope you're looking forward to it.
This can only go bad, dude. This can only go so horrendously bad.
Main festivities start on the second day. That's when all these divine relics will be dedicated and sealed. It's aimed at proving beyond a doubt that Sanctism is the highest authority.
All kind of daft though, isn't it? If they were that confident in their scriptures, you'd think they wouldn't have to bother with all that.
This is where Forden dies. He and Sanctism itself. At the very least, it's worth giving him a memorable end.
Lord Louise, I do hope you'll come and watch me sing this time. We missed you at the opening ceremony. If you're not there, it'll hardly be worth it.
You needn't worry. Having come all this way, it would be a waste not to show.
So true, Louis. I know this is gonna go so terribly, man. I know Louis already knows and he's just messing with us or something, man.
Well, I'm off to check out the Opera House. Want to make sure everything's shipshape for my solo, of course. The rest is up to you.
Don't worry.
You have all performed
I got this.
admirably. You exceeded my every expectation. Soon, Forden's reign will come crashing down. From this point onward, I would have you forfeit the competition and dedicate yourself fully to my campaign.
Understood.
For now, rest your wings a while. Tomorrow's festivities will be a grand show indeed.
I believe they will. Because someone's dying, and it's you. It's probably not you. Forden's definitely dying at least.
Eurus is a peerless craftsman, if not else.
Yufa, do you now understand why we have to kill that guy? He was going to cause mass genocide on your people.
Yufa, are you okay?
Of course she's not okay. She just heard that, dude.
He would have destroyed my home. How could he suggest such carnage with not a shade of guilt?
He's a lunatic.
I was sure that deep down, all people are inherently good at heart. Now, you made it sound like you were bound to kill him at any cost. And now I understand why.
Aye. You figured it out. You figured it out. First time we met him, would you believe it?
I see. Then let's get back on track and go find ourselves an inn. You've got more supporters now. I dare say we'll find better lodging than we could before.
I wouldn't be so sure. This city's in the palm of Forden's hand, and we're the ones who humiliated him during the exhibition.
I'm sure there's quite a few people who don't really like Forden. Maybe even here, probably.
All the same, we're about to do something big. To be honest, I'll take anywhere, so long as I can stretch out.
Just stay in the Gauntlet Runner.
Let's just stay in the Gauntlet Runner.
As a last resort, maybe, but it might do us some good to see the city itself. Do a bit of scouting for our plans. Let's call the runner our fallback plan.
That works, I guess.
Then why don't we look for an inn run by a Mustari?
I don't think that would be here, if I'm being honest, because this place is run by Sanctisms, or Sanctus, and they would probably kill a Mustari on sight.
I thought this city was the seat of the church.
In times before the church, it said many diverse faiths and teachings took root in this city. That's why Montario is the only mainland nation that trades with the islands.
Oh? Okay.
Indeed. My grandfather often said that until his generation, the only prominent building of the Sanctus Church was that opera house. Though the prevailing story now, of course, is that Sanctism reclaimed this land from malevolent pagans.
What? Religion? Bad? Who would have thunk, man?
Either way, I'm certain there should be quite a few Mustari who feign conversion and live in seclusion.
Yeah, but I don't think they'll have an inn then. If they live in seclusion, why would they have an inn?
If one of these Mustarians really exists, it may work in our favor. Let's look for it.
Alright, boss. We can figure that out. Let's check out the city. Let's check out this new big city, huh?
Speaking of,
If it is a Mustari-owned inn we seek, then I know of one in the center of town. 'Tis called Skyward Tavern. I believe it being rather pleasant, with a very little that it would point to its Mustari roots.
certainly.
It was on Dia Franco Street, if I'm not mistaken. Brr. So cold, at least Oakenburg is in her element. Can we get some before we freeze, though? Altabury Heights. Like Wuthering Heights? Like Heathcliff Wuthering Heights? Like Catherine Wuthering Heights? Sorry, Lemons Company reference. This is rather pretty, isn't it? The banners, it's snowing, right? Is this snow? It looks like it. We welcome you to Altabury. Good lord, aren't you that elder candidate? Out with you, go back to where you came. This land is under protectorate of the Sanctus Church. We've no shelter for heathens. I guess we've reached some level notoriety, haven't we? Alright, well. Screw me, I suppose. This is Loon Lumo Approach. Like Sun Lumo? Or like Sun Lumo Street? Like in the Grand Trad?
This is the best.
I hear there's a motley crew of candidates gathered here. This year's Saints' Day is looking to be the most festive celebration we've had yet. I've heard the rumors for those relics once belonged to the church, which would mean His Eminence Forden's standing is as good as it should. Well, of course you should remember, lady, that no matter who wins this stupid little competition, that doesn't inherently mean they win the King's game. You're the mag trader. I don't want to talk to you. You're stupid.
Right,
you're stinky. Kermit Center. Oh, you, dude.
Yes, hello.
Not my wildest imaginations that I believe you'd survive us long enough to meet me here in Altabury. In all honesty, I'm shocked you made it past the exhibition. Nevertheless, you'll be sorry to know I've acquired my offering relic as well. Such a spectacular offering will surely astound citizens and candidates alike.
Wonderful, isn't it?
Oh yeah, I guess if we give our relic to... Give Drakadius to Louis, and we truly aren't going to pull out the real Drakadius until the last moment, we really will be kicked out because we don't have a relic, don't we? Not that it really matters, because we're only here to kill Louis, not become king ourselves.
Right.
Earnest Monk. So you're the elder causing all these rumors. That other candidate, Lovelace, has been searching all over for you. I don't know what you did to the lad, but I don't want to hear any trouble in the city. My Lovelace was looking for me. The drunk guy? The John Lennon looking MFer? What's his deal?
What's his it?
Yeah, I think down here's the hot spring in that magic shop. Hollywood climbed back up. The whole city was excavated out of a mountainside. You'll get used to it, I suppose. What's down here? What is over here? Barrels. Hello, guy. Anxious believer. What's over here?
This place.
So this is the hot spring. The water here is supposed to melt away your anxiety and nervousness. Hey, there's no time to be kicking back in a hot spring. We'll come back another time. Nice. So there's a hot spring, and this is the magic shop.
Look,
can we actually go in here? Oh, we can. I think I should probably stock up on some stuff while I have a chance. Because I'll get some of these. Get some of these. Get some of those. Get some of these. You may think me crazy, but no. I'm not. I'm quite not that cray-cray, you might say. I'm 100% sure I will find use in those, and future me will thank the now me. I hope. Oh, there's potion place. Can I go in? Oh, I can go in. Hello, potion place. This is very sophisticated.
Greetings.
Appraise. Sage's Pill. 50% to one ally. 50% to all allies. Vital medicine. Cures any stats on for one ally. Inflict daze on one enemy. Removes all buff effects on all enemies. Remove all debuff effects on all allies. Get some of those. I'll get some Sage's Pill, sure. And I'll get 8 of these. That's a lot of money, but you know what? It'll probably save my little hiney. So, very worth. And also, Brigitte keeps giving me money.
Alright then.
That's why she's the best. And I won't even go check out the weapons or anything, because I won't be able to buy anything. Oh, it's you, you loser. Well, color me surprised. You being here tells me you've also obtained a divine relic. I hardly had to fit a finger to get mine, thanks to my contacts, but I can only imagine the toll it must have taken on you. By the by, there's a podium in the big city too, isn't there? I'd like to see them frequently. I'd see them frequently in Barlhaven, but to be honest, I couldn't bear to listen. Those were the ravings of a madman. A cheap ale, the only purpose of which was to intoxicate the masses. Perhaps it's time I took to the pulpit, elected a king, and looked to the future. And looking to the future requires the acumen of the enlightened thinker. Religious nut job, cool.
Alright then.
But as I was saying, I don't need to look at the weapons and armor right now because I know the good stuff I won't be able to afford. So I'll wait until I like the discount day. What is it? Rest day or whatever it's called? What is it? What? Believer day or something? I don't remember. Oh, hello. Flower selling woman. Growing flowers. Sounds interesting, but it sounds like too much of a time commitment. Well, that's certainly understandable. I sell not only beautiful flowers, but also special seeds. Perhaps some hero's jeweled root seeds are more your style? Ooh.
What do you want to do? My sins.
I'll take some. I'll take one. I'll plant it. And with time, if I really have nothing better to do, I'll plant it. It's better than whiling the day away, I suppose. Oh, this is the right way. This is a very pretty... Oh, you're the information broker. This is a very, very pretty place. I have to admit, I would like to live here. This would be cool. Okay, maybe not... maybe not live here, but it's a bit too high up for my liking, if I'm being a little honest. But I think it could be cool to visit. Hello, more.
Now what am I to do?
Oh, Loveless. You're the one that wanted to speak to me, yeah?
You little...
Oh, look who decided to turn up. You've got some nerve showing that mug in front of me. Huh? Oh, did we do something to you? Oh, playing the fool, are we? I see your game, but with what's good for the goose is good for the... I'll settle the score with you shortly. Maybe he's had one too many. We'll let him be for now. Oh, he hates me. Why? What did I do to you, dude? What did I do to you? Oh, Angel. I'll just let you. What did I do to you, man?
Welcome. Wait. A band of youths with a knight and a huge chief. Are you perhaps the candidate who brought Joanna the Sanctoress to confess?
One glance and you knew. Listen, we just...
I don't care if you did the deed or not, but please take your business elsewhere. I'm sorry, but I have my own reputation to think about.
Lovely.
You follow Sanctism's teachings?
You? A Mustari who wears no mask?
I'm Euphazia. I'm the priestess of Verga. No, of Edria.
Please, Yufa. Be like, can you please, 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 please? They're not bad people, I swear.
The priestess? Impossible. The island priestess would never leave the village behind.
You've been out of the loop for a little while, my friend.
I have my reasons, but I wish to see the outside world that I might better protect our island. I have no proof, but...
You would raise another tribe to the throne.
'Tis a longer story than we've time to tell. We only wish to avoid a tyrant's reign. Yet 'tis not from our own ambition that I speak so. The throne belongs to one truly worthy.
And the throne will be given to someone truly worthy as well. Or we will die with no kingdom.
But if you insist, we will leave.
It's just You look so like the priestess before you, I can't just turn you away. Fine. You can stay here, as long as you don't make trouble for me.
W. Thank you, Yufa. Pays to be with the in crowd, huh?
Thank you. I suppose it is easier to understand each other without the masks in the way.
Not all of us mainland Mystari hate the Sanctus Church. We'd rather preserve the peace we have. And, well, it's a sorry excuse for an innkeep who turns away travelers.
Thank you.
Oh, I didn't even let him finish. We were in your debt, is what he said. Oh, very fancy.
Look,
What
they
the
brought food and
hell?
booze here too. And it's so much cooler, which means fewer bugs. Perfect.
It seems they have an imitation of the Einen Spring here. We can bathe. I should invite Juno when she's back.
Yeah, that would be cool. I should invite Heisme and Stroll. And Nurus as well. The Gooners. The Gooners going to Goon.
Bathe? You'd be mad to hope a hot spring replica could take the edge off this chill.
Cold or not, there's nothing more refreshing than bathing. Would you care to join us?
I should think not. For reasons too numerous to count.
Stroll. My king. My king, Stroll.
Why?
Buddy.
Anyway, strategy meeting. Let's get on with it.
He doesn't. He's a little
So
embarrassed
seek
guy.
to assassinate Luis. A difficult task, but you look to have an idea. Let's have it.
Well.
First, the when. Under normal
Oh, not me.
circumstances, we'd want to get him on the move. Maybe walking through a crowd while he's got less guards. That would be the plan. But unfortunately, that'd only work if he was someone with common sense, someone without combat ability, or someone who'd want to avoid collateral damage. And that isn't Luis. Worst case, he uses civilians as shields while more of his personal guard catch up, and things go sideways before we can get it done.
But once he's inside the Opera House, he'll have a security detail at his beck and call. Even if we can sneak in, getting to him.
If we can't target him in transit, and we've practically zero chance of getting close to him, that leaves us with only one option.
Join his personal guard.
We joined his personal guard ourselves?
I considered that, but it might be tricky. We can't guarantee he'd allow it, and besides...
Yeah, Basilio and Fidelio would still be there.
The
I
real
bet.
lance is overflowing with Magla. It would be a dangerous gamble to keep it on hand. That sort of power is easily noticed.
Attack using... No, we can't attack from a distance?
We attack from a distance.
Exactly.
A bow and arrow isn't gonna do much good, right? It needs to be the lance.
Why can't we just use the lance as like an arrow? And just have a really, really big bow?
Of course. So, what if we threw the lance? Pierced him through from a distance?
That could possibly work, but if it fails, we are screwed because he will have the lance. And then he can attack us. And not fear the king's magic.
Yufa, as the priestess, you can command the lance to return to you if it's far away, right?
Oh.
You would have me use that power in reverse to cast it out instead.
According to Juna, the ceiling of the Opera House has a chandelier big enough to support a person.
Oh?
From above, we'll target Luis in the royal box seats.
You realize the entire audience is below that lighting? A stunt like that would get us noticed instantly.
Not if Juna's singing, it won't.
Wait, are you suggesting we do this during the show?
I will say, this diagram really makes it seem like Luis would he would know. All he'd have to do is look straight ahead and he would see whoever's doing it, right?
Luis would be distracted. It's the best opportunity we could ask for. Besides, with Yufa there, we can even recover the lance easily.
Hold a moment. I would need to launch it like an arrow. Such distance and such speed would require incredible focus. I don't think I could do it while aiming.
Then just concentrate on the sheer mental force of it. Someone else can take over the role of actually throwing.
Probably be me, yeah.
This gambit is sounding more far-fetched by the moment. But we also can't afford to wait for another opportunity.
There is no other opportunity. Luis intends to kill Forden during the festival. That means if we do nothing, the fake will be exposed, and so will we.
Indeed. Once our betrayal is made plain, we will never find a way to draw close to him again. This will likely be our first and last opportunity.
But who's actually going to do the throwing?
Don't all look at me at once, guys.
I'd rather leave it to you. With the royal magic protecting you, it's less likely that we'll fail this, even with interference.
Okay.
And besides, laugh, if you like. I know it sounds silly, but I really do believe you have the power to change fate itself.
Okay, glaze me more, please. Please glaze me more. But thank you, Shrill. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Indeed. Everyone here knows that firsthand.
Okay, you too?
I feel the same. If I can trust you to do it, then I should be able to do my part as well.
You too, Yufa?
Will you do it, Captain?
I'd always planned to.
I planned to from the beginning.
Right. I see. Well then. We're counting on you.
And I will try my best.
On the day of, Juna will be at the venue ahead of us. We'll have her open the service entrance, and we'll infiltrate from there.
Is there anything I can do to help?
You can sit there and look pretty.
I want you to lure Luis's guards outside and cause a commotion while he's making the throw. I'm sure the Magnus brothers will be guarding the place too. Hulkenberg and I will secure the exit route in advance. Luis is a formidable foe. But we've overcome plenty of obstacles. Let's believe in the strength that got us this far. We can do this.
Damn straight, Stroll. Damn straight, we can. Do you know who we are?
Don't worry about it.
I know there's a lot of weighing on your mind right now, but let's try and get some rest to prepare for tomorrow. It'll get even colder at night, so try not to get sick. Look at everyone here, huh? Oh, fake Dracodius. Or this is the real Dracodius. It's the real Dracodius. It has an aura the fake could never match. And tomorrow I'll have to use it. The fact that the lance passed muster is a testament to Nurse's skill. Sometimes the man can achieve truly amazing things. Even now he's holed up in the rudder working about. Toning something or other with usual vigor, I don't doubt. He has his quirks, to be sure, but there can be no mistaking that he has great credit to his endeavors. That was my first time seeing snow, and it was so cold. I shivered. What a sensation. Oh right, Juna's going to meet up with us later tonight because she's got so many things to do behind the scenes. Dry, you go ahead and rest up. You've got a big role to play tomorrow yourself as well, after all. So this is Altabury, eh? Colder climates tend to inspire stronger drinks among its people. But all that can wait until after our business is finished. Once we've trounced Luis, I can think of no better celebration than good stiff drink.
At last.
Tomorrow is finally Saint's Day. Luis will show his face, and the real Lance will... don't worry. I'm prepared to do what we must. The man must be stopped. Aye. Did I say something to you, Gallica? Tomorrow's the eve of Saint's Day. It's gonna be a big day for us. Let's make sure we're well rested before then. I will say really quick. For posterity's sake, as always. As always, I will save. Because who knows what will happen. Let us rest for the night. Rest well. Ooh, Basila and Fidelio.
What's wrong, Del? You've been quiet for a while now.
That lance they handed over, you think it's real? Can't say for certain, but I didn't feel any magla flowing through it. Can't see it exactly, but how do I explain it?
I know what you mean, though.
The Mustari got them third eyes that can see Magla, right? Hard to believe they'd worship that thing as a relic.
Then maybe... You think they made some kind of fake? Even in that short time on the island? Shite. How'd they?
Because we got a great craftsman, man.
Either way, we have to tell Lord Luis.
No need. He'll have noticed by now, most likely. Not like they're any real threat to him anyway.
Most likely? That good enough for you, brother? Del, you remember they talked all that helping anyone in need? Or something like that anyway. Seemed proper daft at first. Seemed naive to act like that kind of thinking could actually fix all the broken, cruel, unjust shite in the world.
That's because it can't.
That alone, yeah, pretty words can't change the world, sure, but pretty words and actions could maybe do something.
Well, yeah, obviously, but what was it we actually wanted in the first place? Equality? Or justice? This lot's working towards a future, and God help me, I started seeing it. Maybe what they're fighting for is something better than what Lord...
Oh, he's gonna scream at you.
That's enough, Baz. Joke or not, you'll get yourself killed.
But them not even helped you out a few times, Del. That really impressed me, like... I don't know how to say it, but... It was like a feeling I haven't felt since we started working for the Count.
You know Lord Luis plans to take Forden out during the Saints' Day festival. Neither of us can afford to get distracted right now.
Suppose you're right. Things are about to get messy.
You have no idea, Basilio. You have no idea.
So that is the side they serve. Let us teach them that even the best laid plans will go awry. Whether Fordens or our fallen kings.
Okay, whoever this is just spilled the beans. Who is this?
It was splendid entertainment while it lasted. However, the revelry ends here.
It's not Fidelio. I also don't think, because he's too tall. Whoever this is too tall. It could be Basilio, but after what he just said, I don't think it's Basilio.
Time marches
and also
on,
Basilio,
and the
I
age
doubt
of
would
the
ever
new
wear something
king
that
draws
tacky
nearer.
looking. So who could it possibly be? Who could it possibly be, I wonder?
The Saints' Day
It's not battling
festivities
either.
in Altabury will be kicking off very soon. On the eve of the festival, we'll be holding a dedication ceremony. On the church's authority, we'll be offering the gathered divine relics to God. And it sounds like the candidates had a tough time this go around. Lots of new info coming in even as I speak. From candidate Rudolph, a legendary nail thought lost to history. From candidate Julian, can you believe it? Cloth garb said to have been worn by a saint.
Legendary nail that thought lost a nail? Cloth garb? This is...
We've got artifacts of all kinds pulled from obscurity into the public eye. Archaeologists everywhere are positively vibrating, folks. But the news on everyone's lips is the announcement of Count Luis's unofficial participation. As a matter of fact, a candidate working under Luis has reportedly acquired a phenomenal divine relic from a mysterious and exotic island.
You really know how to glaze, don't you? You were there, dude.
Meanwhile, candidate Forden, too, may have claimed what is said to be the most glorious relic in history.
He probably just took something from their already, like, sealed away coffers and is now just presenting it.
Will we finally see a head-to-head competition between our top candidates? Only the coming days will tell.
So Luis has finally made his move. Won't take him that long to catch up, I bet.
Yes, but I also can't imagine Sanctifex Forden losing.
We're about to see a clash of giants. This will be no minor bout, that's for certain.
You know something? I have...
Right.
Hold on.
That's everyone. Let's go over the plan.
I have
time.
a theory that the person in the cloak who told Luis the information was the bald priest guy. Godot, I believe his name was. I think that's his name. That's who I'm guessing it was. And it's like he's betraying Forden or something. That's who my money's on. But it could be anyone, honestly. Alright, let's go over the plan.
First, infiltration. Juna's got full rights to be in the venue, so she'll unlock the service door for us to sneak in.
When it's time, I'll call the guards outside. That'll be your window to sneak in.
Gallica, you, and Yufa. You three will head to the rooftop, where you'll get down to the chandelier.
When I start my solo on stage, the lights will dim. That should be enough cover to hide whatever you're doing.
I don't know, we are going to be directly on top of a light. Literally a chandelier, so who knows. Oh, well I guess, yeah, if the lights dim, the chandeliers are also probably going to dim.
Don't worry, I'll be with you.
As for us, it's just as I explained last night.
You're going to sit there and look pretty?
Luis said destroying Yufa's home would have been a necessary sacrifice. Like mine. If power's all he thinks will change the world, then we'll use power to stop him.
Oh, are they going to be the ones to ambush him after the lance pierces him?
Should we fail, though we may survive the ordeal, we will have no more leads to pursue. This will surely mark our final mission.
You know, I've been trying to keep from dwelling, but I can't help but think of Grius. Sorry to bring that up now.
Even I have my fears. But let us remember him only by his truest wish.
We'll make sure this succeeds. For a world without tyrants.
Damn straight.
Well, see you at the show.
So begins our last mission, then. Let's get whatever we need to prepare and head over to the Opera House.
Aye, boss. Aye, boss.
Right.
We'll finally settle the score with Luis.
It'll be okay.
It'll be fine. I know you'll be able to do it. The Opera House is located at the highest point in the city. It'll be you. It'll just be you and Yufa in there. So make sure you're both geared up for anything. What are you still doing out here, dude? I don't even know what your deal is, Loveless. What's your deal?
Now
You just
what am I
pissed
to
off
do?
for no reason? Okay, so clearly Gallica's trying to tip me in that something's gonna go wrong and me and Yufa are gonna have to fight it. However, we will figure that out in the next episode, because unfortunately I've run out of time today. But as always, thank you for watching. Like if you like, dislike if you dislike, and I'll see you later.